Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. My name is Susan Ward. I'm with the Bureau of Student Wellness at the New Hampshire Department of Education. I'm here with my colleagues, Catherine Leswing and Molly White. And in this video, we are going to talk about MTSS-B exploration and establishing an exploration team. And this video is one of a series of videos that will really help walk you through the process of exploring MTSS-B. And sometimes districts will do this if they're interested in adopting, but just really want to make sure they're ready. So this will be the first of several videos that you'll be able to find here on our NH Student Wellness YouTube page. So like I said, we're starting off with looking at exploration and adoption of MTSS-B. And this is beneficial when you are able to do this with a coach that can walk you through this, whether it be an external coach or an internal coach. And you'll notice today, this is our first video, establishing an exploration team. And in our video series, you will see that we will also be talking about establishing a shared understanding of MTSS-B and what that looks like. We'll be able to walk you through assessing current partnerships, assessing current initiatives, and then the process of deciding, are we ready to adopt this?
Thanks, Susan, for getting us started. So when we first start to think about MTSS-B in a district, one of the very first things that's good to do is to set up an exploration team. And this is a small executive level team that will really look at some data and analyze whether or not the district is ready and has the capacity to undertake MTSS-B. So in this step, the district will identify and convene some of those decision makers, including district level and school level administration, executive level positions from a mental health agency that the district may work with, or other child serving agencies that the district has a close partnership with. But generally speaking, this is a smaller group of people to really just do the big scan of whether or not the district is ready for MTSS-B. Once this team is assembled, they will look at how they're planning to operate over the course of either weeks or months as they examine the MTSS-B process and what that might look like in the district. So I spoke a little bit to who might join the exploration team. This is a more comprehensive list. You see on the left-hand side, types of members. And then on the right-hand side, it gives you some examples of who these members might be. We offer a guidance document that we will link to this video about who some of these about guidance on assembling this team and who you might select for your own team. But this gives you a good snapshot of who you might invite. And then once you have everyone selected and identified and they've agreed to come on board to this team, you'll want to establish some operating procedures as you would do with any group. So simple things like where you plan to meet, when, how often, what roles each member will have on the team, especially when we're working with partners in the school district. It's important to make sure that everyone feels like their voice is valued and has a place at the table and is an important voice to be at the convening. You'll think about agenda setting, decision-making procedures, and even developing an exploration team mission statement that will really help guide the work. Usually this mission statement is centered around something along the lines of what are we hoping to accomplish at the end of the exploration team process? And that usually looks like whether or not to adopt MTSS-B at the district level.
Thank you so much, Susan and Catherine, for introducing and getting us going. As Catherine was just talking about, establishing a mission statement for your exploration team is an important step in ensuring everybody's on the same page and knows what we're working toward. So oftentimes I have found that mission and vision are kind of lumped together in one process. And today I just want to parse those apart. Mission being something that's definitive, it defines the values, the needs, or the goals of your team. It can also define who you're serving and what you are looking to accomplish. Whereas a vision statement is descriptive in nature. It may describe what something will look like at the end of the time together or at annually, what your vision for that year is. It can also describe the vision of how you would like to be perceived as a team or as an operating group. So today we're going to focus in on the mission side of things. I just wanted to draw the distinction between a mission and a vision. So once you have your exploration team gathered, those key stakeholders that have decision-making power, you'll want to convene everybody and talk about your mission statement. And there's 3 buckets that we really want to make sure you're addressing is the who do you serve as your team? What do you do, or what are your action items that you'll accomplish together? And then what is the impact or the intended benefit? So you can break down each of those 3 buckets into main points, and then use those to culminate your final mission statement in the blue bar. In doing this, you'll make sure that everybody on the team knows where you're headed, knows the goal and who you're serving for your time together, just so everybody feels valued and everybody knows what the long-term plan is. So in today's session, we talked about how to convene an exploration team, who should be on the team, and how to establish a mission for your team. Looking ahead, our next video will cover how to establish a shared understanding of MTSS-B, and you can look for that here on our YouTube channel. It'll be released in the near future. After that, we'll address the next 3 topics: assessing current partnerships, assessing current initiatives, and then deciding whether or not to adopt MTSS-B. We thank you so much for joining us today. We hope you learned something, and we hope to see you next time. Have a great day.